hand on the mat. You can always do this on the elbow, on the forearm as well if it's more comfortable. We'll revisit that one next week, but this week we're just going to do it on the full arm. But if you normally do it that way, please do it. Okay, so your bottom leg, the one that's on the mat, you're just leaving it bent. The top leg, just as your start off one, take the leg across, foot on the floor, both hands on the mat. Now breathe in, breathe out. Draw the abdominals in. Again, think about your posture. Don't let your posture collapse. And you're going to try and get your hip off the mat. And then relax down. So obviously this is a whole total body exercise. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in. Okay, how does that feel? If that feels okay, slide the bottom leg away so you've still got the bottom leg resting on the mat. And breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Coming up, hips up nice and high. And then we can go into our side plank from here. Breathing in, lift the hips up and over. Then we're taking it up and going underneath. Make sure your upper body goes with you and your head goes with you. Up. So up and over, hips up nice and high. Up and over, underneath, abdominals in. Okay, so the final level, if that feels comfortable, it's okay in your core, not hurting your back, slide the bottom leg away. So you've got your feet anchored, top leg over the bottom, or foot if you like. You must have the hips up nice and high, hips level, breathing in, stretching up and over, abdominals in, and then up and underneath. Take the head with you, looking through that gap. Good. Okay. How's that? All right, let's do that on the other side. So again, work at your own level, take a rest when you need to. Next week we'll go over the forearm one. If it's too much, please just go into your Superman exercise. But this is a fab exercise because it just works the whole body. Really good one. Okay, so let's do it the other way around. Rest your hand on the mat. You can use the grip if you want to, but it could be a bit wobbly. So bottom leg just resting on the mat. Top leg here. So breathe in, breathe out. Core muscles, just lift the hips off. See how that is. And back. How's that feeling? Breathing in, breathing out. So if that feels really quite easy, slide the top leg away. The bottom leg is still on the mat. Hips up nice and high, and then we can do our plank variations from here. The important thing is draw the abdominals in and hips up. Breathing in, up and over. Stretch and reaching up. And then we're going underneath. Take the head with you a little bit. So this is for your oblique muscles, muscles on the side of the waist. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over and underneath. Okay, so you continue at your own pace as I'm going through the instruction. Now, if that feels okay, or eventually, and when it does, you slide the bottom leg away, anchor the feet. So one foot is over the other, and that gives you an anchor. Make sure your pelvis isn't twisted. So hips level, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, hips up, stretching up and over, and then breathing in, breathing out and underneath. Try and take the head with you, chest goes with you. Good, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, and breathing in, breathing out underneath. Okay, so quite a challenge. So work at your own level, and then we're just going to stretch out from there. So take the knees slightly apart, and we're going to go down into our child's pose stretch. Don't worry if you can't get your hips down towards your heels, just make sure it's comfortable for you. You might need to do it with the hands here, just to support you. So reach the arms out, take the knees a little bit wider if it's comfortable, just helps to open up your hips and your back. And then breathe in, breathe out, stretch the spine so you're walking the hands away from you. Try and sink your hips back towards your heels and feel that lovely stretch in your back. Your low back benefit from this lovely stretch if you're doing this at home, in between classes. Breathing in, breathing out, and relax. Okay, so working on again a little bit more on your hips, spinal hip mobility. Take one arm over a little bit further, and then the other hand goes on top. Stretch those arms away. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, sink the hips back, and again, just enjoy that stretch. It's nice, it's lovely spine stretch, hip stretch, And then we're going the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, stretch and back. Good, back to the centre. Now hopefully you might be able to, you might feel a little bit more stretched out now. And you can come down into your child's pose stretch. There, so the arms are beside you. Once you've held this for a few seconds as well, you should find you can get your head a little bit further down towards the mat as your back stretches. Breathing in, breathing out, and relax. Breathing in, breathing out, and relax. Good. Okay, so if you're doing this at home, obviously you can hold the stretch a little bit longer. All right, come up onto all fours, and we're going to go into our cat stretch and our cat stretch variations. Again, this is for our upper body strength, upper body mobility, spinal stretch and mobility. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, tuck the chin under, rounding the shoulder blades, curl the hips under, and then breathe in, breathe out, lift the stretch, shoulder blades back and down, abdominals in, don't overarch the back. Breathing in, breathing out again, rounding, retracting, stretch. Good, back to neutral, and you're just going to like wiggle the hips side to side, there. And then we're going into our deeper stretch. Bring the knees back together, lift the feet off, breathing in, breathing out, turn the feet to the side, turn the head towards the feet, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. There and back, so great stretch for your hips, your back, still keep the abdominals in, neutral spine position, and this is a good stretch for your neck as well. There we go. There and back. Good, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to roll over. Now we're going to go into our rolling down stretch. Again, if you want to use your weights or your band here, just going to check what's happened here. The music. Okay, yeah, it should come on again. Okay, so for this one again, you can use your weights, you can use your band. The advantage of using the band here is if you're not able to go all the way back onto the floor with your roll down. Okay, if you use the band, it just gives you that little bit of help. So you can work on your spinal flexibility, but it's giving you that little bit of strength there. All right, so up to you. Hands underneath the thighs if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Tip the pelvis under, open the shoulder blades, rolling down. Don't forget to push out against your activity band if you're using it. And you can always bring it down a little bit lower here to support you. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up. Breathing in, breathing out, opening up. And again, as the weeks go on, as you progress, you can go down a little bit further if you feel. Breathing in, breathing out. If you feel strong enough, your back feels strong enough. But please use the bands if you wanted to come back up. Or use the light weights in. Breathing in, breathing out. If you're having a bad back week, please just keep the hands underneath the thighs to support you, or you can add your ball in here, there, and coming back up. So the points here really are, open the shoulder blades, tip the pelvis under because we're working on spinal mobility. Don't let the knees roll in. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, squeeze the buttock muscles as you come back up. So you try not to go down with a straight back like that because the strain will go into your low back. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up. So working at your own level. Add your light weights in here. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up. There. Breathing in, breathing out. So going down a little bit further if you can. And if you can get all the way down, big stretch up. Stretch the spine, abdominals in, and then coming all the way back up. Squeeze the bicep muscles, curl the hips under. Breathing in, breathing out, and stretching. Coming up, so a little bit more of a challenge if you want it. You can do the whole thing, halfway down, all the way down with one leg. There, off the floor. Remember to squeeze that buttock muscle on the leg you're lifting. Breathing in, breathing out. So going all the way back down, just going a little way. There. Good. And then we're going diagonally. So breathe in, breathe out. Buttock muscles, abdominals. Turn to the side, rolling back a little bit. Squeeze the buttock muscle on that side. Squeezing. Again, you can add your bands in here, this way. So if you've got the band, you want to stretch it back there a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. And the other side, breathing in, breathing out. Hold it that side, squeeze the buttock muscle, and stretch that band a little bit further if you want to. Okay, so continue with that. Add your weights in if you want to. What's happening here? No. Okay. Still getting used to this music. How to do it on my tablet's working. Anyway, okay, so diagonally, little pulsing action one side, little pulsing action the other side. Good, and relax. Hug your knees. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. All right, rolling back. If you lowered the bands, bring them back again. Head on the floor. I quite like to use my ball here. Neutral spine position. Okay, so check. Push your fingers under the small of the back, abdominals in. And then arms up in the air. Press the shoulder blades into the floor, breathing in, breathing out, and then stretch and lengthen. So when you get back here, lengthen the arm, lengthen the leg, but draw those abdominals in. So you're stretching, strengthening the spine, breathing in, breathing out. So when you take the arm back, make sure you're not lifting the shoulder blade pressed into the mat. And then when you're stretching your leg, important here, make sure the hip doesn't twist. So if you draw the abdominals in, think about a sort of elastic band between the two pelvic bones, and then that'll stop your hip moving. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, opposite arm and opposite leg, lengthen, stretch. Again, work at your own level. Most of you have been coming to my classes for a while. Both arms back, big stretch. Arms out to the side, so vary it. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, arms back all the way around in a big circle. If you want to, focus on the stretching, but drawing the abdominals in so you're keeping your neutral spine position. So work at your own level. Next level obviously is feet up in your tabletop. And remember, you only progress to this level if you can keep that neutral spine position. So breathe in, breathe out, abdominals, stretch the leg. So same as we did just now, really just got our feet from our tabletop position. Again, add the arms in here, stretching up, breathing in, breathing out, there and back. And of course, if that feels quite easy, then you can stretch the leg out completely. Breathing in, breathing out, there and back, there and back, there and back. So speed it up a little bit if you want to, up to you, work at your own level. Okay, now we're going to do a slightly different one. So rather than take the leg all the way down, you're only going to take it halfway. Okay, breathing in, breathe out, abdominals. So taking the leg halfway. Again, if you feel it's arching or hurting your back, lift the legs a little bit higher. You'll see why we're doing this in a minute. Abdominals in, breathing in, breathing out. How does that feel? If that feels okay, then we take both legs out. Breathing in, breathing out, extending both legs. Don't take the legs too low because it's quite a challenge on your low back. Breathing in, breathe out, engage the core. So you're going to do it both legs. If that's too much, just one leg from there. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Both together if you want to. And then we're going to optional add the head in. So hands behind the head. You don't have to do it with the head off the floor. That's why I just showed you the other version. Any position that you find comfortable for your neck. I like to rest my head in my arms like this. Breathing in, breathing out. Now you're going to curl up, extend the leg and bring it down. Breathing in, breathing out. And then if you're able to, both legs, there and back, breathing in, breathing out, there and back. So work at your own level, there. How's that feeling? Don't take the legs too low. Again, this is all about your neutral, keeping your neutral spine position. Make sure it feels comfortable in your low back. Breathing in, breathing out, extending, there, extend, and back, there, and back. Okay, now we do it the other way. So we start in a curled up position here, and then as we extend the leg, we stretch back, and then we bring the chest up as we bring the leg back together. So this, again, this looks quite easy, except when you progress to do both legs. So you're taking the head back as you take the legs forward. So curling up there, breathing in, breathing out, extending, draw those abdominals in. Again, this is quite a challenge on your core and your low back if it's uncomfortable. Okay, please just go back to the one leg version. Okay, there. So up to you. So you're curling up, tabletop position, taking one or both legs away as you roll back down. There, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the abdominals in as you stretch back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Then we're going to go into our cycling, if you like. Again, have a rest if you need to. Shoulder towards the opposite knee. There, 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 back, there, and back. Good. All right, knees into the chest. Nice deep breath in and out. Hug your knees. Circle your hips round. One way and the other way. Good. All right, and we're going into our spine stretch. So again, make sure you've got enough room here. Arms out to the side. Knees in your tabletop position. Breathing in, breathe out. Draw the abdominals in. Now take the knees and the hips one way. Head goes the other way, and it's a lovely stretch in your low back. And then breathe in, breathe out. Bring the legs back. Take it the other way. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Good. Legs back to the centre. We're just going to do our spine stretch variation. So take the legs a little bit wider. Arms out again. And you're doing the same stretch. Okay, but with the legs a little bit wider, it helps to open up your back and your hips a little bit more. You're still rolling your spine in, breathing in, keeping your neutral spine position as you take the legs across. Breathing in, breathing out. There. And back. There. And back. All right, hold it there. Hands by your side. And just roll your head side to side, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck. Okay, good. So we're going to go into our final stretches now and relaxation. So you need to take your band away. And then, first of all, we're just going to go into our low back stretch. So stretch the legs out, stretch the arms out, point the toes, flex the feet, and then bring your left knee in towards the chest. Grab the back of the thigh, draw that leg in, press your lower back into the mat. That's it. And stretch out again. Point the toes, flex the feet, bring that leg in. Press your lower back towards the mat. Again, you want to be holding it for a minimum of 10 seconds and a bit longer if you need to. Breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Good, there and there. Great. Okay, so we're going into our final stretches. So for this one, you need your stretchy band or your activation band. And I'll just put on some relaxing music so we can go into your stretching and relaxation. Okay, let's put this one on. That doesn't seem to be working. Oh, it is now. Okay, so grabbing your band, And take the left leg up first. Wrap the band around the end, middle end of the foot. When I say left leg, I think it might be the other way around with the camera. So lift any leg up. Point the toe, flex the foot, other leg stretched out. If you can keep your neutral spine position. Point and flex, draw that leg back as and when you feel you can. I'm not saying today, I mean as the weeks go on. Point and flex. Wind the band up a little bit more if you need to, if you're using the stretchy band. And then turn the foot inwards and outwards. Good, and then take the leg across. Keep the foot flexed. And then move that leg forwards and backwards. Great, all right, bring the leg back, swap hands. Take the leg the other way. This time you're trying to keep your pelvis on the mat. Again, move that leg forwards and backwards. Good, all right, bring the leg back. We're going to swap legs. So either your stretchy band or your activation band. And if you haven't got a band at all, it doesn't matter, you can just hold the back of the leg, point the toe, flex the foot. Be mindful of your neutral spine position, of course. So stretching that leg out. If you find your back's arching, just bend that knee a little bit. All right, point the toes, flex the feet, breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex, and draw the legs back a little bit more. Point and flex. Turn the foot inwards and outwards. All right, bring the leg across. Okay, keep that foot flexed. Move that leg forwards and backwards. All right, bring the leg back. Change hands, take the leg out the other way. This time also take the leg out, but turn the leg outwards. And again, move that leg forwards and backwards, so a deeper stretch. Great, all right, bring the leg back. You can dispense with your band now. And we're going left foot on the bent right knee for your hip stretch. Again, up to you. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, make sure your pelvis is level, and you can always bring the other leg off the floor if you need to. Okay, other leg, right foot on the bent left knee. Great. Okay, so now we're going into our relaxation. So for your relaxation, you can stay in this position on your back. You can roll over into that child's pose stretch that we did earlier. Entirely up to you. Just make sure you're in a position that's comfortable for you. If you're on your back, you can straighten the legs, knees apart. Just find a position that's comfortable and concentrate on relaxing the whole body. So think about neck, shoulders, arms, tense the arms and relax. Back relaxed, legs relaxed. Just let all the muscles sink into the floor. And then we're going to add in our Pilates breathing. So remember, with Pilates, it's thoracic breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding. Trying to hold it for a few seconds, and then long, slow breath out through the mouth, rib cage closing. Holding it for a few seconds. And repeat that sequence in your own time, focusing on the deep breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth, but also the rise and fall of the rib cage. And then work on holding those breaths a little bit longer. So then your breathing slows down and you become into a state of more relaxation. So focus on that in your own time. All the muscles relax, sink into the mat. Good. All right, we're going to slowly come back up. Obviously, you can stay down a little bit longer if you want to. So we're going to come back first of all into our cat stretch that we did earlier. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding the shoulder blades. Back to neutral, lifting the chest, extending the spine. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding, lifting. Good, then we're slowly going to come back up. Downward dog stretch, hips back, shoulder blades back and down. Bend and straighten. Alternate knees, straightening the leg. Stretch your back. Think about drawing your shoulder blades back and down as you lengthen through the spine. Good, then walk your hands back up towards the feet. And we're going to slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And back to your start position. Think about posture, neutral, breathing in, breathing out. Shoulder blades back and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep that chin retracted. Both arms up. I want you to reach up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out. Stretching up, look up towards your hands a little bit. So you're stretching through the spine. And then reach one arm up and the other one. Draw the abdominals in at this point. Lengthen through the spine. And take the hands behind the head. Tuck the chin in, head forwards. And slowly coming back up. Fantastic. All right, thanks for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed your side plank today.